Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. Um, so this is the second part of the Chaos Raising campaign of Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 2. And that's about it. The previous part I only started this campaign. Was the first part, and I actually realized that I didn't really play the Chaos Rising, and this is why there are like I haven't seen Jonah. So I think I tried to play Retribution. I didn't particularly like it because there are I think there are several different campaigns or something like that. I don't remember. Whatever. We'll discover that at some point. But so Chaos Rising is the first time. No, I think I tried to play it. I played it for 35 minutes and that's it. So I abandoned it pretty fast. I'm not sure why. But despite all of that, I despite all of that, I think that Chaos Rising and what I wanted to say. I didn't remember all the chaos system because I probably didn't even finish the first part or something like that. I don't remember where I stopped. But I came to a conclusion that Warhammer 40k universe, even it's based on what I know, based on what I've heard, it's more popular. But it's so chaotic. Like, this is the word that I'd use to describe it. Because like after Warhammer Fantasy Universe, it feels so unstructured. Like there is no main lore. Like there are general ideas, general concepts that that's the future where everyone is at war, but there's no clear and final goal, and nothing really happens. In Warhammer Fantasy Universe, everything is structured. And so this is why, for me, it feels a little bit weird that 40k, or more like I understand why it happens, but it feels weird that for 40k a little bit, it's more popular than the Fantasy Universe. Not a little bit, it's just more popular based on what I know. So Warhammer Fantasy Universe is pretty structured. You have main heroes. They are participating in these events. There's the Emperor of the Mankind, the actual Emperor Karl Franz. There's there are High Elves, Wood Elves, Dark Elves, Orcs, Skaven. Everyone has their own heroes, lords, smaller chieftains, and other things. There are some rare items, Sword of Cain, and legendary things, and other situations. The lore is deep, and the lore is structured. While the 40k universe, apparently, it's more of as I said, there is the kind of a main idea, but the world is flexible. And this is probably the main reason why there are more games in the Warhammer 40k universe that are being released since 2000s. Exactly because when you're a game developer, you want to have some kind of a creative freedom. And Warhammer 40k allows you to do that. There is a Um, there is the main idea, but if you want to create some kind of a local conflict, create some kind of a unknown squad of space marines or orcs or elders or whatever, you can do that because there is no canon. There is no like main story that you cannot modify. In Warhammer Fantasy Universe, you can modify. If you have Karl Franz, who is the Emperor of the Mankind, you can just create another Emperor of the Mankind, right? This just doesn't make any sense. While in Warhammer 40k universe, if you want to create some kind of a local, I don't know, I'm exaggerating a little bit. But that's you got the point, right? If you want to create the um some kind of a local chieftain, local ruler, or something like that. As I said, the squad of space marines with some kind of a super lieutenant or something like that. You can do that. You can do that. And that's this flexibility allows to create random stories within the universe without kind of destroying the lore, because I suppose Games Workshop, they are pretty protective of their IP, and they do not allow any kind of major changes or something like that. So you can't just make Lewin Lanker fight against Karl Franz in Warhammer Fantasy Universe. So the ruler of Bretonnia and ruler of the Empire. While here, because it's more or less flexible, you can make everyone fight everyone. It's kind of chaotic, and it's just there is no final goal. We're not advancing anywhere. It's just like the eternal conflict. So there probably will be no end times for the Warhammer 40k universe, like it happened for Warhammer Fantasy universe. So this is something interesting. This is something to keep in mind. I had a more or less interesting discussion with ChatGPT about it.
Commander,
I'm so, I don't know, after playing countless hours of in Total War Warhammer, and after learning and reading so many information about different characters and the overall lore, it feels so logic, so structured. So after that, coming back to Warhammer 40k feels very weird. I'm not going to lie.
Commander, I have taken stock of the items recovered from the battlefield. I fear some of them resonate with very troubling psychic echoes. I advise caution with these items, Commander.
Commander, now is the time to strike back. The Black Legion is operating from a well-fortified industrial facility on planet Aurelia. You must break into that complex and defeat the traitors within. It is a geothermal power station. House Vandis established it soon after planet Aurelia re-emerged from the warp. It appears to be the center of their dealings with the Black Legion. Expect to face heavily entrenched Black Legion troops. Imperial Guard forces have already deployed to establish a beachhead. They report that the enemy has raised a void shield to protect key areas of the station. Bring that shield down and purge the facility, Commander.
Commander, if that truly was the LFOS we faced on Cronus...
It was.
Then we must expect a trap. LFOS earned a reputation for deception on Cronus, many times over.
Tarkus is correct. Eliphas is a dangerous foe. But we still must take the facility.
Commander, now is...
Missions in Chaos Rising have special conditions that can either increase or reduce a squad's corruption. Conditions that can add corruption are marked with a special Chaos star icon and list the actions that will result in corruption for all deployed squads. But as I discovered, apparently, except for Captain Thule, Deviant Thule, redeeming conditions which can reduce corruption are marked with an Imperial sigil? I don't know how to pronounce that. And likewise, list the conditions to fulfill. These conditions have to impact. These conditions have no impact on mission completion. Following them is entirely optional.
Those guardsmen are up to their necks again. Traitors with heavy weapons have them pinned. We need to eliminate those chaos positions. Bah! We coddle them at every opportunity.
Ravens, good to have you here, Commander.
Report, Guardsman.
Yes, sir, of course. The enemy is heavily entrenched and holding the entirety of the facility. From what we can tell, we're facing large numbers of Chaos Space Marines as well as Vandus heretics. The enemy's raised some sort of powerful energy shield around the central portion of the facility.
Auspex scans show a power station to the north, Commander. The shield must be drawing energy from there.
We will take that station then.
We've managed to establish a field command here, but we've yet to push any further.
Guardsmen, they may be of some help.
Allied infantry are dying. We must support them. Barrage incoming! Find me that damn mortar battery!
Coordinates are being relayed through a communications array north of here.
The traitors are using that array to guide the artillery. If we take it from them, we can silence those guns.
Won't last long unless you do, Commander. Move up and hold that position!
Devastator's under
Boom.
Target killed. Deploy stimulants.
It's a
Concentrate
pretty
fire.
green.
Targets here. Requesting support. Return fire, brothers. Concentrate fire. Devastator squad requires support. Corpses. I have my instructions are under attack. Moving. I have my target.
Where is the HQ?
Repositioning to war. They hide behind their guns.
Come on.
Very well.
Ally infantry destroyed.
Devastator squad requires support. Affirmative.
This is just sad. Where are you going? What is happening?
Overlapping fields of fire.
Oh, you can be serious, right?
Leave the gunners to us. Shoot them. Palace is under attack. Target destroyed. Our foe is not.
Allies' forces are coming under attack.
Affirmative.
Chapters before the chapter.
Reposition.
Allied
Why is he going over
infantry
there?
We must support them.
Under fire.
turns to their side.
Oh god. They look exactly like in Warhammer Fantasy Universe. That was crazy.
Say it now, moving to capture. Hostile movement up ahead, brothers. The chapter's There's the communications array. Retribution confirms that it's being used to call in artillery on the Imperial Guard. Scout tactical scouts on my mark.
Hostiles purged. Time to get to that position, brothers. Eliminate that target.
The array is ours, Commander.
We should be able to feed those rebel gunners some of our own target data. Now we give the Black Legion something to fear.
I see Elephas was correct. You blood ravens are persistent.
Where is that coming from?
Over the box, on our private channel.
Who are you?
I am Aragast of the Black Legion, pillager of 1,000 worlds, champion of the Chaos Gods. I will tear this sector from your chapter and sacrifice it to the Dark Gods.
We beat back the Tyranids. You will fare no better.
Empty bravado will not save you, stripling.
Commander, this is a distraction. I can feel a dark ritual is underway. A temple. They have established a temple to the powers of chaos. We must destroy it.
Burn it to ash.
I think that if I have to choose, between 40k and Warhammer Fantasy Universe, I like Warhammer 40k, but I definitely prefer the Warhammer Fantasy Universe. There is just really something kind of magical about it. All those elves, dwarves, orcs, different heroes, and then weird choices, consequences, artifacts. It feels really very Lord of the Rings like. or just about any fantasy. It's pretty cool. While here it's about blood and eternal war. Nothing really positive about it. So for me, even as I said, it feels a little bit weird that Warhammer 40k is more popular. Are people into blood that much, or what's the deal? Or it's purely because Warhammer 40k games were more prominent. There were basically more games. Exactly because of the creative freedom, because this universe allows you to have some kind of a creative freedom.
Allied infantry are dying. We must support them.
Tarkus reporting. Devastated, brother. The control shrine for the station is just ahead. Time to bring that void field down. Cyrus, that lucky blizzard. Field. The target is now exposed. Repositioning.
Commander, that relay did more than just transmit target coordinates. There's a recording.
What was that? Someone betrayed us. heretics enacting some dark ritual.
They summon demons. Destroy them. There is the foul temple.
And falls.
Well done. Wait. The warp!
What is it, Jonah? Speak.
The walls between reality and the warp are thinning, breaking. Commander, we must get to the Retribution immediately.
Cyrus to Talon Alpha. Emergency extraction.
A good kill, Initiate, but you have not yet earned your place.
This victory will long be remembered in the halls of glory.
Ice and blood. That's a nice description.
You allow them to escape, Lord Aragast.
Because it serves me, our boss. If we kill them now, we waste the value of the traitor in their ranks. Your vengeance can wait.
Of course, my lord.
Now, prepare for the next battle.
Your victory of the Iceworks has stirred the enemy to further action, Blood Ravens. Black Legion forces are attacking our scouts on Calderis and pillaging our assets on Typhon. I'm relaying details to your planetary display. You must put an end to these raids. Maintain absolute secrecy about this mission, Commander. Angelos out.
Commander, Governor DeRosa here. Vandus and Black Legion forces have taken Spire Legis. They have erected artillery batteries and emplacements that make a large-scale assault impossible. We could use any aid you can provide, Commander.
Let us hear that transmission again, from the array.
Yes, definitely.
We have recovered some additional audio, but the speaker's identity is still hidden.
This transmission includes the access codes for Battlefield Vox. I will not be party to the murder of fellow Blood Ravens.
No. There is a traitor in the chapter.
We now know how these heretics lured us to Aurelia with a false distress signal.
And how that Chaos dog could taunt us over our Vox channel. I will kill this turncoat with my bare hands.
Assuming we can uncover who he is.
Yeah. Well. Increased rate of fire for plasma guns, increased range from melta guns, and damage over time flamers. Yeah, that's it. That's weird. Okay. Ooh, we can have a very nice sniper. Look at that. A successful hit heals nearby allied units. That's interesting. Where can we go? Typhon Primary. From Tyranids to Chaos. Oh God, why is this happening?
We have an urgent message from planet Typhon. It comes from Tech Marine Martellus. We thought him lost in the Tyranid War, but he survived. He needs your help, Commander.
Tech Marine Martellus, to any Blood Ravens capable of receiving. I am transmitting from the astronomical array station in the Typhon Islands. Orc looters have been a recurring threat since my arrival. However, at dawn this day, I detected a graver threat. Chaos Space Marines. I fear they want the array for themselves. I risk damaging the array by sending this message, but I require support. Mars and Terra, power levels are dropped.
Martellus served with Commander VG&P throughout the Tyranid invasion. Well.
Martellus, are you receiving?
Sergeant Tarkus, thank the Omnissiah. I'm defending the array, but the traitor legions are here.
Retribution, prepare to provide close support.
Target acknowledged.
Martellus! We must revive him.
Direct our wrath. Avitus.
My thanks, Commander. I'm glad to see you again.
We had thought you lost when your Thunderhawk went down, Martellus. How did you survive?
A story for another time, Tarkus. The heretics will surely try for the array again any moment.
We cannot stay here defending this relic for all eternity, Tech Marine.
Agreed, but we cannot leave the valuable data in its cogitator for the enemy to take. Strike Cruiser, this is Tech Marine Martellus. Deploy power generators in the following coordinates.
Enemy has us in close combat. Target's here. Enemy has us in close combat. Target's
More corpses.
Now that the array is powered, I can initiate a cogitation transfer right to secure the records. Just keep the enemy from destroying those generators.
Oi, Yumis! This place belongs to the Orcs!
Greenskin looters.
A fight on two fronts, then.
Commander, the Orcs are using a gate to access the complex. We should seal it.
The greenskins will just go around, Cyrus.
Exactly. Directly into the traitor's Space Marines.
Then go around the other way, you kids! And kill every Yumi you see!
tactical shift. Under suppression fire. New ranks.
Direct our wrath.
Steady. The battlefield is growing.
Now this is getting interesting. Free for all. Battle Royale.
several valuable relics from the wreckage of my Thunderhawk. They are in a storage area a short distance away. If possible, we should recover these items before they're looted by the orcs.
We have engaged. Can't hold out much longer.
What's happening?
Cannot slip away.
I must tend to one of the damaged generators, Space Marines. Provide cover.
Cyrus here, under my forces. Position. Navitus under attack.
Yeah, but how can we even do that?
Only a single generator is left, Commander.
Engaging in range. Enemy has a return fire. Hold your seat.
Commander, I have diverted some power into the array's capacitor nave. Discharging it will slow the enemy, but will severely damage the array. Using this pulse would mean losing the array for good.
Open fire. Hostiles purged. Standard movement. This is it. Injector full quickly.
Oh god. No, god, please no. I thought this beacon is actually doing something, but it's not doing anything.
Live brother tactic scouts on my mark. Emperor's Beast.
Everyone's dead. What is going on here? What a mess. For some reason I feel like one of this Martellus or that other black guy, Black Space Marine, he's one of the administrators, but I don't remember playing Chaos, I don't remember all these missions, I've never played them. But why do I think that? I'm not sure, it's so weird. They attack? No, but they are fighting there. I think they will attack again, and I don't know how to redeem those recover the work here.
Devastated, yes. Preparedness is eliminate that target.
Weird boy. Okay.
Tactical Marine raid position. Our foe is not finished with me, nor I with them.
Right. Is it bugged? This is almost coming.
One shot, one kill.
Another zombie to kill! Smells right, he does. Ugh.
What is this there?
On my way.
Plague bearer or something?
Readiness is all. This is adjust your positions. This way,
Avoid those foul-played clouds.
One of our generators is under attack.
target acknowledged.
Oh god, what is that?
This day.
This is having Let's forward. Under attack. Habitus under attack.
The enemy has targeted this area.
It's time to be the Lord of Decay.
Some reason it feels that things are even worse in Warhammer 40k than in Warhammer Fantasy Universe. Pestilence.
Not even the deepest Tyrannid hive was as foul as that scum.
Indeed, Ephesus. Commander, Cogitator recovery is complete. We can safely leave this place.
Now you can tell us the story of your survival, Martellus. Zeal and fury are rewarded with victory.
Black Legion. Everyone's curious about Martello's story. How did you survive, huh? But I recovered. What's happening? Why am I corrupt?
Thank you for your timely intervention, Commander. I will initiate the repair rights for the items you have recovered. In particular, I shall restore our Terminator armor.
Why everything increases? I don't understand it. They said we can redeem ourselves if we recover the artifacts. We recovered them and we're still corrupted. I don't understand what's happening.
Just how did you survive, Martellus?
Yes, a good question.
As you may recall, I was aboard a Thunderhawk during the climactic battle with the Tyranids.
I also recall it being blown from the sky.
A Thunderhawk is a resilient craft. Instead of destroying us outright, the Tyranid attack sent us into a desperate dive into the jungle. My brother pilot used all his experience to guide us into the highlands, where the infestation was less severe. He did not survive the crash landing. I was left alone. No transmitters survived, and my own cybernetic enhancements were severely damaged. It took me months to successfully enact the repair rights to regain my mobility. I spent the rest of the past year battling my way through to the astronomical ray.
Your perseverance does the chapter proud, Martellus.
Perhaps. But I am glad to be in the confines of a mighty strike cruiser once more.
Right. He repaired the Terminator armor. That's great, but it's for level 12. It's so bad.
Eliphas has yet to show himself again. He must be planning something. That heretic is too dangerous by half.
I thought he died during the Cronus campaign.
As did I. I saw him torn to ribbons.
How does he yet live?
Souls are both playthings and currency in the warp. Eliphas may have died in the flesh, only to have his soul bartered among demons. It seems they restored his body when it suited them.
More likely his death was a deception, a mask for his escape from Cronus.
There was no deception.
In either case, it speaks of Eliphas's power. Tarkus is correct to worry.
Grenades received from the Tech Priest of Mars, which temporarily disable vehicles caught in the blast. Well, I don't know what to do with chaos because this is just sad. This is insane. Well, the situation is weird and I don't know what to do with the chaos corruption. It almost feels like it's inevitable. Maybe we can use the Terminator armor on this guy. Oh, considering that we didn't have anything, I don't have a choice. They'll use the flamer and they'll use their normal guns. Purification. +2 redemption. This one is probably better. +50% chance to suffer knockback. Receive extra damage when hit with ranged weapons. More susceptible to knockback. This is insane. Spendable items. Donate to receive unique item. Tool Dreadnought armor. Power armor purity. Commander power armor teleporter. Purity seal librarian armor. Power armor. Who knows? And we can use that on Avitus, for example. Power axe, power fist, assault cannon, force weapon, combat shotgun, melta gun. Thunder hammer, power fist, missile launcher. That's what we need. We need a missile launcher. Or not. I don't know. This one is better. This one is definitely better. But this one is reloads less frequently. That's great. Whatever. That's a nice sword. And a purple one. They really made the... They really created the same system as in, like, I don't know, Titan Quest or something. Where you have these different tiers, a yellow, blue, purple.
Commander, the Black Legion is attacking a detachment of Bloodraven scouts. Sergeant Priam led a group of initiates to investigate an intermittent positioning signal emanating from the depths of the Calderas Desert. They expected to recover the remains of brothers lost during the Tyranid War. They found the Black Legion laying in wait. We cannot allow the Chaos Legions to destroy them.
Cyrus gains corruption if he does not deploy to this mission. What is this? Manipulation.
Priam to command. We require tactical aid and fire support. Under attack from Chaos Space Marines. We are making for Seawall ruins. The traitor legions have already killed 8 scouts and taken 5 others.
Another falsified chapter signal. This is Eliphas's handiwork. I am certain of it.
And that of the turncoat who gave the signal rights to him.
I trained Priam and several of those initiates myself. I will not abandon them now. I am going on this mission.
Okay. Strategic assets. Secure and automated foundries, imperial shrines, and communication rays gives you an edge. Yes. Oh, first of the squad who secures one of these assets earns redemption for acts of corruption. But we are not doing any acts of corruption. I don't understand how the system works. It's like You exist, so you're corrupted. That's how it feels.
What in the Emperor's name are they doing?
Abducting my initiates.
Chaos minions are attacking in force, Commander. Our initiates need support. That's a good position.
Objective D.
Allies' forces are under attack.
The Abomination. What a name for a sniper rifle.
Another group of traitors took prisoners and headed west. Emperor only knows what fate the heretics have in store for them.
Peace, Priam. The Blood Ravens will not abandon their own.
We will find these initiates.
Martin Melee upon us and we shall return.
Allies' forces are coming under attack.
Still engaged.
Destroying the Chaos Portal. We need to find these Chaos Portals. I don't know where they are. Well, destroying the Chaos Portal. There is one Chaos Portal. Guy's unkillable.
Our thanks, brothers.
Enemy located.
Praise the Emperor! We will vanquish these heretics yet.
There is the sorcerer who leads these traitors. He dies.
Enemy has us in close combat.
Everyone is so angry in this universe. It's crazy. The Empire is so corrupted.
For 1,000 years, I have cultivated the power of the dark gods.
fear, your courage falls.
I'm still not sure where is the Chaos Portal.
Say it now before.
Captain Diomedes? What is the honor guard doing on Calderis?
We go where the chapter wills. Now report.
Of course, Captain. The Black Legion used a chapter locator signal to ambush us. How they obtained it,
Facts, Sergeant. Do not speculate.
Here are the facts, Captain. The Black Legion killed many scouts, but abducted more. This is the second trap!
Thaddeus, be quiet. Enough, Sergeants. Commander, take your strike team and return to your strike cruiser, or wait further orders. Sergeant Priam, gather your initiates and prepare for transport to Firebase Argus. The events of this day are to remain strictly secret. Knowledge is power, Blood Ravens. Guard it well.
Something's fishy. Something's so fishy. Grants limited invulnerability.
Commander, I recommend that you depart Calderis as soon as possible. Captain Diomedes is initiating a stand-down order for all Blood Ravens on the planet. You must continue your pursuit of the Black Legion.
Why would Diomedes prevent us from doing that?
The Chapter Master dislikes contact with the Black Legion. Diomedes will enforce his will.
Davian is correct, Commander. Chapter Master Kyrus has pulled Blood Ravens back from battles with the Black Legion before. He might abandon this whole sector instead of facing that band of traitors.
That would leave our recruiting worlds to the enemy.
Precisely. You must stop these raids before that happens. Angelos out.
Commander, I have been reviewing the data we recovered from the astronomic array. I believe the ancient space hulk designated Judgment of Carrion is about to appear in this sector. It may allow us to identify our traitor. Should you require more information, I am at your disposal.
Diomedes is a hero of the chapter. Why keep us from the fight?
Diomedes has always been a political animal. If the chapter master wants the Blood Ravens off Calderis, Diomedes will not question him.
Captain Diomedes does his duty, as should we if such an order comes.
Enough. The enemy is kidnapping our initiates and laying traps for us across the sector, and we should do nothing? It is not my duty to follow the edicts of fools.
Everyone's questioning everyone. That's interesting. Oh, everyone's redeemed? Something? It's definitely better. Hmm.
Your cursed ship is hiding, Tech Marine.
Hold your tongue, Avidus. Open your eyes.
The judgment of Carrion.
It almost looked
Commander, I have uncovered another transmission from the trader. We should review it before launching another mission.
it almost looks like some kind of a plague realm or something.
The judgment of Carrion is a conglomeration of ancient vessels which have become adrift in space and time. It travels at random, spending decades or even centuries in the warp.
If I may, its travels are not entirely random. Only the Emperor can know what horrific planes the Judgment of Carrion has visited. But its recorded appearances have all been in this sector or in one of its neighbors.
Yes, and because of that, the astronomic array had a detailed record of past appearances. A distinctive pattern of warp anomalies preceded each appearance.
And that pattern is occurring again.
Precisely.
How does any of this blather help identify the traitor?
The machine spirit aboard the Retribution is not sufficient to remove the masking on the message you recovered. But there are references to a far more ancient and wiser logic engine aboard the Judgment of Carrion. With it, I can identify the heretic.
Like Martellus, I have been trying to identify the traitor using our shipboard cogitators.
Have you made any progress?
Of a sort. This message was in our own transmission tomes.
Angelos has us charging around the sector on the Retribution. They know about me, or at least that I exist. Only the Vox Cloak Invocator has masked my identity thus far.
The traitor is here, aboard the Retribution. He is one of us.
That's interesting. Oh, +3 corruption. Corruption 6. Whatever. Gonna use it. They look very good. They give a lot of bonuses. Great damage. But corrupting my squads might have long-term consequences. Better to avoid. Why? Some items are recyclable, some are not. I'm not sure what is the logic. One more level and that's it. We'll have the greater blessing of zeal. Right. And hydrant accuracy. Look at that. He looks better like that. And actually they really you can really see the helmet. That's the positive thing, because in certain games when you use gear you don't see it. Like you have the gear but you don't see the helmets or something, or belts. Here in this case you see it. Pretty good. I think that I will stop here for the second part. And I'll continue the next part. Yeah. And we'll continue on this Judgment of Karen, the next part. That's it for now. Peace and ciao.